Today we are all about cupcakes. We're not going to be eating them.
What?
No, we're not going to be eating them. We're going to be wrapping them. We're going to be decorating. We're going to be putting them in a box.
Then I guess we're going to give them all away.
Then I guess we're going to give them all away.
But we're going to be doing this with cutting dies and templates and show you how to do that.
That's right. Come play with us. Now, we know Crafter's Companion for their Spectrum Nor pens, but they do templates, they do cutting dies, embossing folders. Well, look what they've been up to now.
All kinds of things for creating holders and accessories for cupcakes.
Right, and you talked about cutting dies. Well,
Right.
these are how the cutting dies work. Well, let's see. Let's start with the wrappers.
Okay, so there are 4 cutting dies here, as you can see, the names of which escape me, but you have the fence, you have this beautiful picket fence. Here we go, the picket fence cupcake wrapper, the lace hearts cupcake wrapper, the happy birthday cupcake wrapper, and the butterfly cupcake wrapper.
Right, so how do those work? Well,
Okay.
let's give you some examples. Here is the wrapper, and it's on this cupcake. Now, we have taken this out of the circles,
holographic paper. Isn't that beautiful?
Just because we just really thought, how fun is that? You can
Right.
see the butterfly wings along the top.
I'd kind of like to show you what it looks like after you get it out of the cutting die. It looks like this.
Okay.
And there are 2 tabs, one on this end with a slot, and all of that comes with the cutting die. It creates that slot for you. And down at the other end with this beautiful detail, there is a tab which will fold a little bit. You're going to wrap this around, and pretty self-explanatory. You just slip that in there, and then you have a little cupcake holder ready to go.
And if you're worried about what size is it, well, this is a cupcake I got at my local grocery store, and it works perfectly. So just fun. And I do have to say, I love the holographic paper. So this is the butterfly.
And that is the cupcake wrapper, but we also have something on the top.
Yes.
That was also from one of the cutting dies, and this is the flower
it's
cupcake
an insert. Now, what it looks like, you get these 2 pieces. Now, the one piece, I just want to point out, it also embossed, and isn't that nice?
And you can use our Textures embossing mat to make sure that it embosses correctly. It will go ahead and put that through your cutting die with that.
The other thing that we used are these sheets. These are
mirror sheets.
Right, 5 by 9.
And there are 8 of them in a package, and they are adhesive on the back.
So that way you can have one on each side, and they just kind of go around. Now, we are using these stylish sticks, these decorated straws, and what's nice is that you can play with the colors. So orange and purple are just very fun together.
I like that 2 of these were cut, so they were placed back to back around that stylish stick.
So that just worked really well. Now,
so what we showed you was that flower. In a minute, we're going to show you what the cupcake insert is about. Right now, we're talking about the flower.
So bear with us.
Okay.
Now, here is the happy birthday. And this was done out of the blue fireworks.
So it says happy birthday as it goes around the top there. It's wrapped around.
And you can see the Make-A-Wish. This is another of the inserts.
Right, the insert that comes with that flag. So this one, in each one of these smaller, you'll get 2 of these cutting dies, this insert cutting die and the flag.
And the Make-A-Wish is perfectly positioned, and this is out of the tiny, the tiny words and phrases. Okay.
This happens to be the gold. We have gold and silver.
And the Make-A-Wish is right there, and stars are all over it. And again, we did it out of that same double-sided adhesive.
I love the jewel border dazzles down on the wraparound too.
You're right.
So easy to decorate.
Very nice. So that's 2 cupcakes.
That's 2.
I have a third.
Ooh, and so John can have one too.
Oh, well, we'll see. And this is that ornate. Isn't that pretty?
beautiful. The hearts, these swirl hearts.
Right.
These beautiful. Lace hearts.
Lace hearts, and this is out of the heart holographic. And isn't that fun? Because you really get that shine at the bottom and at the top. Now this one, we used also the same double-sided metallic papers, but we also added the 3D hearts dazzles.
Right.
So you can see that pokes out,
just beautiful.
separates.
So those are the mirror sheets. Is that what you're? Okay.
Right.
The mirror
same one.
sheets.
And
Just
see,
beautiful.
there's also a little embossing along the edge, and we used the dot. Whoops, let's turn it around. The dot stylish sticks because they're just so fun.
Super
and they
cute.
hold it really firmly.
These would be so cute, all set out for a birthday party. That's
Absolutely,
just adorable.
absolutely. So we have all of those. Now, I do confess to being a little concerned. What about that opening?
That insert.
Yeah.
So here's the insert that we talked about, and I'll show you. Let's see on this one. Here it is.
Yeah.
So there's the insert. So 2 separate cutting dies with each one of these. And what do you use it for?
Well, one option is I wanted to make sure that we could use this in other paper crafting.
Right.
So doing this with the picket fence.
Which is great. I love that picket fence.
Isn't that
just
pretty?
going
That
across
curve?
the bottom.
Now think of it in a scrapbook page. How fun would that be going
yeah.
across? And then we use this as a label behind the butterfly. and did
Beautiful.
2 layers of it.
So the butterfly is within one of those cutting
It
dies, which I don't
is.
think we've looked at that one
It's
yet.
this one.
But it comes, each one of them comes with the insert cutting
Right.
die and what you see on the front here. It was cut twice on 2 patterned papers
Right.
and then placed on top of each other.
So very fun. Now this is a sympathy card. So,
Right.
and then on the inside, again, just think of it as a label.
These are with our new inside-outside dazzles, which I love. It has a sentiment for the outside and the inside of your card, which
Just
I
like
think
that.
is a great
Sincere
idea.
sympathy, thinking of you. Now, how easily this could be a thinking of you, get well, happy birthday, happy
Hello,
Mother's Day,
whatever,
anything.
yeah.
Right. So that will work. Now, again, that may not be the purpose that it came, that it was
Right.
designed for.
But it works great for that. So should we look? Oh, we're going to look
Yes.
first
Now,
at.
they also have these templates to make cupcake favor boxes. Now, this is one that is a single, and as we open this up, this is what it looks like. Simply place it on your paper.
Right.
And
I'll show you
you'll show that?
in just a second.
Okay.
But here's what it looks like.
Okay, let's bring it in.
So here's the little cupcake box. And I love that this is decorated on the outside, first of all.
the
Part
butterflies.
of the template is the paper patterns for cutting what you see here on the sides, but
How
maybe you'd like to
pretty
get into it. I don't know.
That has the butterfly on the side. So
Right.
it's a perfect size. Probably all of them are perfect sizes
And this
for
is
that.
done in pink suede. This is on Butterfly Wings paper pack as well.
And this ribbon that has
It's
been
put through
threaded.
these little slots.
You gonna let
on
me
the
open
top.
it?
Go
huh?
ahead and open
Okay.
it.
So here we
So you're
go.
going to pull up. It's
Each
going
one.
to pull off the ribbon off of each one of those.
Well,
I'll
at
show
least
you-
3 of them.
I'll show you, right, on 3 of them.
Now, we have a cupcake
Cupcake.
inside, and I'm going to lift it. Aha!
Ah, there it
There's
is.
an inner liner.
Okay, so we didn't glue this or tape this down, which you can, because we wanted to be able to show it to you. But when you create the box with the template, and we've actually provided a paper pattern which you can download that has this
It'll be in the gallery.
This piece right here. Oh, here it is.
There it is.
Here, it looks like this, so you just copy that and cut it out, and that's where you're going to use the insert that we've been talking about. This is a cupcake insert. So the ring portion makes it so that you can set your cupcake in there, and these parts are so that you can grab with your fingers and grab that cupcake
Oh,
out.
clever.
There you go.
Now, the other way you can use it is like this, is to make a bigger area to hold your design. Add your dazzles, make your wish there. And again, we have them all, of course, onto the stylish sticks. This time, we're using the green dot.
So I love that. That this
Yeah.
is, it also can be used as a label if you pop
You
a
just
hole in
want
the top
to,
and the bottom.
punch a hole.
Right.
And this is also out of the
This
suede.
one out of
so
the suede. So that little piece that we talked about, once those tabs fold down, then they just fit down into that box, and it makes it so that the cupcake doesn't move all over. I'm going to go ahead and show you
good.
the piece that I traced. So if I can do that.
If I take this?
Here is the on cardstock. So this was done, I don't remember if this one has, we have a particular kind of cardstock that we used for all of these patterns as well.
Yeah, I think, however, this one will work on
Is it a 12?
No, I guess not.
No,
Okay.
pretty sure we had to get they have
Right.
a particular size of cardstock.
Yes, this is a 12 by 16 cardstock. So
Right.
just need it a little bit larger.
Right, it's nice and heavyweight, but it's also, it's like,
It's
here it is,
coated.
here, coated on one side, which is great, so it gives you kind of a glossy look, or you can put that on the inside if you don't want it to get greasy.
You can stamp on it if you want to. You can just do all sorts of
Right,
things.
stamping,
15 sheets.
embossing, you can color them with pens.
Oh, and can be embossed, stamped, or colored
Right.
with Spectrum Noir markers.
I thought that was cool.
I thought that was good too. So that's what it looks like.
Okay, so we took this, placed it on that cardstock. We traced on all of the outer lines. We traced on all of the little inner lines here, which are folds. I'm going to show you one particular area kind of close up here. And that is, while you see that the other areas are just one line going this way, those are all of the areas where you're going to score for folding. This piece, these two pieces, show an inner line that you can trace not onto the cardstock, but onto paper, so you can create a paper pattern.
Oh, your patterns.
This
Okay.
one and this one, and you can cut out as many as you want to cover the outside. So I just traced those outer places and those score lines, so you can see all the pencil marks on there. If you want to, you can go back and erase all of those pencil marks, and then you're going to score here for folding. And on the back of each one of these tabs that you see, I went ahead and placed ultra tape.
And you
So-
place the tape against the fold area, the scored
right,
area.
closer to that fold
Yeah.
so that it will seal or stick nicely, and you won't have gaps.
Right.
So each one of
It
those
also won't fall apart.
Right. And then I'm going to fold them back and start folding them up one by one. Okay, let's see if I do this so you can see. There we
Yeah.
go. So just put that right on there like that. There's one. Fold this back.
And
I'm
then-
going to do all four because I want to show you something at the end.
And the nice thing about using the ultra tape is exactly what you are doing, is that it stays permanently there. It's just one press, and you don't have to kind of fiddle with it and wait for something to dry.
Right. So there you go. And it's so sturdy. I didn't push that one off. There we
There
go.
you go.
It's on there. And then all you have to do is fold these in to go to the top. Okay, one thing I want to tell you about those little slots. They have a tiny little slot there, and you just draw a little pencil line, and all you really have to do is cut a slit. I chose, personally, to cut a little bit to the right and left of that mark. Make it a little bit bigger, a little bit easier for that ribbon to go through when you want to connect those, and then it just goes like that.
And the ribbon that you did is knotted, first knotted and then slipped, the fold is slipped through from the
Right.
inside, and then the other pieces are just going to come and slide right on top of it
Right,
to
so when
do
it
your
closes
four.
up, it's got that nice
Yeah.
little ribbon at the top.
Now, that's what we have for a single cupcake.
Right.
If you want to give, perhaps more,
Yeah, like
And
6, because 6 will
like
fit in here.
6. Well, here we go. This is a whole template that's designed for this.
Right.
And look how fun it is with the family ties. There's only one cupcake in this.
This is the Six-cupcake gable box. That's what
That's
this is.
right.
And you can actually put a
Gee, it
window in
didn't
there.
get
Oh, it
smashed.
did good. See, it's because of those cupcake inserts that kept that nice and sturdy. Isn't that wonderful?
And here's the template that comes with this. Like the first one that you just showed, it has instructions on the inside.
Right.
So there's that holder.
But there are 2 templates that come in here.
Yes.
This is the holder and the base, and then this is the box. So when you create this box, you have the choice of creating that window. You don't have to, but that was done. And there is an acetate on there, which I just
Yeah,
think is beautiful.
very nice.
But, oh, there's frosting
I know.
everywhere.
I've got
How did
cupcakes
that happen?
everywhere.
Okay, so when you cut these, I want to tell you how many that you're going to cut. There
Okay.
are instructions on
Yes.
that big piece of paper that came with it. They're really good instructions, But I noticed that they didn't really say how many pieces to cut. It says cut all of the pieces, and it shows a picture. But it's really simple. You cut 2 of these because you're going to need 4 sides, and there are obviously only 2 sides here.
Okay.
2 of these, and you're going to cut 1 of these inserts with all of the holes in it and these tabs. You're also going to cut, and here I'm going to show you, 1 piece like this, which is just this box portion. So you cut 1 with tabs and the cutout holes, and 1 without. And so this is what you'll get. 1 of these, you'll get 1 of these, and I did trace all of the, I only cut 1 out. So
and
you
if
have
the
that
thought
and
of
that.
cutting all of those is kind of daunting, don't forget you get that shape if you decide to get the wrapper insert.
Then you can actually place that on there, run it through the die cutting machine that way. And so all of the pieces, I'm not going to go ahead and tape them together. I'm just going to show you that those are the pieces that I cut out. And I cut 1 with a window. You could cut them both with a window, have it on both sides if you like. And then you start folding. And you're going to start folding those tabs up. And that side in, you're going to take the base. And you're going to start taping.
Like the bottom of it.
Like the base, the bottom. So you just tape that within there with those tabs on the bottom. That will be taped in place. And then the other side will be on this
Same
side.
thing. Fold them in.
Right. The bottom, fold the bottom tabs up, and they will be taped in place.
Okay.
And I would use Ultra Tape for sure on this.
Everything in the valley fold.
All right.
So place that there and slip that in.
Now, if I were taping this, I would have done it all by myself. It doesn't take 2 people to do this, just so you know.
I don't have to come over.
Right. And then when we get to the sides come down like this.
Well, here,
the
let me
handles come together.
Should I bring this in? Okay,
what that
here
looks
is our box, and you can see that top. And we've got,
you're probably familiar with these kind of boxes. You see them in the stores, etc.
And we have
very professional looking.
Yeah, it is. It's very nicely done. Right. And we have another one, with a rickrack around the edge.
Oh, cute.
Welcome to the neighborhood. That's also part of the family ties.
And there's the insert
home.
down on the bottom. It's actually covered with paper, so that's very pretty, from the Family Ties pack. So you see the base was covered with paper, and that insert, the tabs were folded down and placed inside there. And that was actually taped in place. And that's going to hold those nice and sturdy, so even if it flops around like we were doing, the cupcakes stay centered and beautiful. And I love that this was decorated not only with the Family Ties papers, but with the Family Ties dazzles. And
the that wonderful banner right there was done with the easy layered ribbon banners. A couple of layers there.
So they're layered, they're foam taped with the hearts, red hearts holographic paper.
I love the dazzle swirls coming up from the chimney, and the dazzle picket fence right around the edge.
This is a homecoming or a welcoming box. Welcome to the neighborhood, that's what it is.
Very nice. So you can make a wish, you can have flowers.
And eat it too. Have your cake and eat it too.
You can have hearts.
There are butterflies.
And you can make a wish. And I've got sticky fingers.
So do I. And you can have fun with cupcakes and giving them to all your friends.
Right. Enjoy.